In the tumultuous year of 1968, a time of musical revolution, Deep Purple was born. Amid a whirlwind of social change, a unique sound emerged from Hartford, England. A sound that would echo through the annals of rock history. A sound that was, and remains, unmistakably Deep Purple. This was a band that dared to experiment, dared to be different. They carved their own path in the vast landscape of rock music, blending elements of classical, jazz, and blues into their heavy rock sound. It was an unprecedented fusion, a sonic experiment that resonated with fans around the globe. At the heart of this musical maelstrom were three powerhouse talents: Ritchie Blackmore, a guitarist with a flair for the dramatic. His riffs were as unpredictable as they were unforgettable. John Lord, a virtuoso on the Hammond organ, whose deep, resonant tones gave the band its signature sound. And Ian Pace, a drummer who could make his kit sing, his dynamic rhythms driving their music forward. Each brought something unique to the table. Each left an indelible mark on the band's sound. Together, they created something greater than the sum of its parts. They created Deep Purple. Yet, it wasn't just their sound that set them apart. From the outset, Deep Purple showed an unarguable dedication to their craft. They were pioneers, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in rock music. Their live performances were electrifying, their studio work innovative and ahead of its time. From their early days playing in small clubs to their ascension to rock royalty, Deep Purple was a band on a mission to redefine rock music, to leave a lasting legacy in the world of music. And in this, they succeeded. They didn't just play rock music, they lived it, they breathed it, they shaped it. The band was destined for greatness. And as we'll see, this was just the beginning. The birth of Deep Purple was the birth of a legend that continues to inspire and captivate, a legend that remains as potent today as it was over 5 decades ago. Deep Purple's groundbreaking albums like Machine Head became anthems for a generation. The band crafted a sound that was unmistakably their own, a fusion of hard rock, blues, and classical music that was both innovative and timeless. But what was the secret sauce behind this sonic concoction? Let's delve into the creative process behind their music. On the shores of Lake Geneva in Switzerland, the band famously penned the iconic song "Smoke on the Water." The lyrics tell the tale of a fire that engulfed the Montreux Casino during a Frank Zappa concert, a sight which from their hotel looked like smoke spreading across the water. This event, coupled with a simple but infectious guitar riff, gave birth to one of rock's most enduring anthems. But "Smoke on the Water" was just one of many hits from the band. Songs like "Highway Star" and "Space Truckin' showcased the band's versatility and musicianship. Highway Star, with its driving rhythm and virtuosic solos, became a blueprint for future generations of hard rock and heavy metal bands. Meanwhile, "Space Truckin', with its psychedelic lyrics and progressive rock elements, demonstrated the band's ability to push boundaries and experiment with their sound. The creative process behind these timeless classics was a collaborative one. Each member brought their unique skills to the table, from Ritchie Blackmore's distinctive guitar playing and John Lord's powerful Hammond organ to Ian Gillan's soaring vocals. The result was a sound that was greater than the sum of its parts, a sound that resonated with fans around the world. Deep Purple's music was more than just songs on a record. It was a soundtrack to a generation. It was the music that blasted from car radios, that filled concert halls, that fans played on their record players over and over again. It was music that captured the spirit of the times, music that has stood the test of time. Their music was the soundtrack to a generation. Deep Purple faced numerous lineup changes throughout their career, impacting their sound and identity. The first major shakeup was the departure of vocalist Ian Gillan and bassist Roger Glover in the early 70s. Gillan's powerful voice and Glover's rhythm had been integral to the band's sound. Their absence left a significant void. But as they say, the show must go on. Enter David Coverdale and Glenn Hughes. Coverdale, with his bluesy voice and charismatic stage presence, brought a new energy to the band. Hughes, a versatile musician, not only took up the bass but also shared vocal duties with Coverdale. The result was a more soulful, blues-influenced sound, a departure from the band's earlier hard rock style. Tracks like Burn and Mistreated from the album Burn showcased this new direction. But change was a constant companion for Deep Purple. Blackmore left the band in the mid-70s and Tommy Bolin stepped in as the new guitarist. Tragically, Bolin's tenure was short-lived due to his untimely death, leading to the band's dissolution in 1976. The 80s brought about another reincarnation of Deep Purple. The Mark II lineup, including Gillan, Blackmore, Lord, Glover, and Pace, made a triumphant return with the album Perfect Strangers. The title track and Knocking at Your Back Door quickly became fan favorites, proving that Deep Purple was back and better than ever. Despite all the changes, one thing remained constant: Deep Purple's commitment to their music. Each lineup brought something unique to the table, enriching the band's discography and keeping the sound fresh and exciting. Through change and adversity, Deep Purple managed to reinvent themselves, proving that they were not just survivors but innovators in the world of rock. Many thought Deep Purple's glory days were behind them, but the band proved them wrong with a triumphant comeback in the 1980s. As the dust of the 70s settled, a new era dawned. Deep Purple emerged from the ashes, stronger, more vibrant, and ready to rock the world once again. The 80s brought about a resurgence of Deep Purple's sonic prowess with the release of Perfect Strangers. This album, a perfect blend of their classic hard rock sound and the contemporary vibes of the era, marked a pivotal point in their journey. The title track, with its haunting organ intro and electrifying guitar solo, quickly became a fan favorite. It was as if Deep Purple had never left the stage, their music as captivating and powerful as ever. But Deep Purple didn't just rest on their laurels. They continued to evolve, to create, to push the boundaries of rock music. They delved into new projects, each one a testament to their unwavering commitment to their craft. From the bluesy undertones of The Battle Rages On to the progressive elements in Infinite, Deep Purple showed the world that they were far from done. And then there were the tours. Oh, the tours. Deep Purple on stage was a force to be reckoned with. They toured relentlessly, bringing their music to fans old and new. From the sprawling arenas of America to the intimate clubs of Europe, Deep Purple continued to electrify audiences with their performances. Their concerts were not just gigs, they were experiences, a testament to their status as one of the greatest live acts in rock history. Deep Purple's story is one of resilience, of a band that refused to be defined by the past, who instead chose to continually reinvent themselves, to push the boundaries, and to keep the spirit of rock and roll alive. Their journey, their music, their legacy, it all continues to inspire new generations of rock enthusiasts. And as long as the music plays, the legend of Deep Purple lives on. Deep Purple's legacy extends far beyond their music. This iconic band has had an indelible impact on the rock and metal genres, setting the stage for countless artists who followed in their wake. Their innovative fusion of hard rock and classical music elements, coupled with their thrilling live performances, has inspired a multitude of musicians over the decades. Many contemporary artists have been vocal about the band's influence on their music. From heavy metal pioneers like Metallica and Iron Maiden to progressive rock bands like Dream Theater, Deep Purple's musical imprint is evident. These artists and many more have cited the band's unique sound, intricate compositions, and emotive lyrics as key inspirations in their own musical journeys. But it's not just musicians who have been influenced by Deep Purple. Their fans, spanning generations and continents, testify to the band's enduring popularity. From the power chords of Smoke on the Water to the haunting melody of Child in Time, their music continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. The band's ability to adapt and evolve while staying true to their roots has kept them relevant and loved even after more than 5 decades in the industry. Deep Purple's influence has also been recognized by the highest echelons of the music world. In 2016, their contributions to rock music were formally acknowledged with their induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This honor underscored their status as one of the pioneers of hard rock and heavy metal. In the end, no measurement can truly capture the breadth and depth of Deep Purple's impact on music. They have not only defined a genre, but also enriched our culture and influenced the course of music history. Deep Purple's influence on music is immeasurable, a testament to their enduring impact.